This is the late night news on Ndtv-Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew. These are the top stories for the day. A reprieve for blacklisted universities. The Supreme Court puts their derecognition on hold till the next hearing on the 8th of March. Jayalalitha is back in Chennai. Will her Vanakkam to Sonia result in an electoral handshake? No way, says the DMK.
We both greeted each other and exchanged pleasantries.
Awards just keep pouring in for A.R. Rahman. It's now the Padma Bhushan. Ilayaraja gets the same honor. Stealing power was never this easy. An Ndtv-Hindu special investigation.
That political pressure prevents authorities from taking necessary action.
Should the videographer have helped or filmed this cop? The big question at an international media seminar in Chennai. NDTV's view.
They should have balanced their reporting or their reportage of what was going on with some attempt to assist him.
What is it that the cameraman could have done that the ministers could not have done?
And a nasty bouncer fractures Rahul Dravid's jaw. He is in the ICU. A reprieve for the blacklisted universities. The Supreme Court today put on hold the government's move to derecognize 44 deemed universities. The Supreme Court also assured the students and colleges, saying nothing will happen to students or the deemed universities in question without hearing them. The next hearing of the case is on the 8th of March. Till then, the derecognition will not be in effect. The centre's clamp down on deemed universities may have been put on hold by the Supreme Court, but Kapil Sibal has received support from an unexpected quarter. The Tamil Nadu government has given him the thumbs up and wants the HRD ministry to abolish the deemed university system. Sam Daniel reports.
Deemed universities must go. That's the Tamil Nadu government's demand. At 28, the state has the maximum number of deemed universities. Half of these are facing action.
We are only the silent spectators. That is why we brought the matter to the central government.
The state government is concerned over the manner in which these universities are run, often violating reservation norms, admitting students beyond the sanctioned strength, and charging exorbitant fees.
Many of the deemed universities, they have not looked at education as a philanthropic activity, as a commercial activity they have been following.
There is a disproportionate investment that has gone into it. We are running in the center. There is not even 1 rupee that is given by the government or any agencies into this. Later on, they said that so long as you comply with a ratio of 1:15, one professor for every 15 students, to that extent, if you comply, you can move from 180 to 210 or 240.
While deemed universities have become like shops selling degrees, many professional colleges run by the government are not any better when it comes to infrastructure. Is the Tamil Nadu government's cure going to be worse than the disease? In Chennai, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.
Former Vice Chancellor of Anna University, Dr. A. Kalanidhi, joined us in the studio earlier on. Here's what he shared with us.
See, before putting the question as what really ails the deemed universities, what really ails the government to take this kind of a decision? Because all along the government has been keeping quiet. One fine morning they get up and say that we are going to close down all the deemed universities. What kind of a serious action they have taken, steps they have taken all along to prevent any ills in the system? All of a sudden they come out with this kind of a report. As a matter of fact, as far as the regulation of universities are concerned, particularly the deemed universities are concerned, the University Grants Commission is the body constituted by the Government of India as per the Act of UGC 1956. And the officers of the university are not even appointed by the minister. They are appointed by a group of ministers in which Prime Minister is the prime person. So this is so-called ACC. So such people are there occupying the position and they are the custodian of the Act. So in case if you want to follow the Act and do any kind of actions on the deemed universities, the minister has got all freedom to appoint a committee and get report. But he cannot act on this report without the consultations from University Grants Commission. It's a very clear phenomenon. If the minister has got so much power, the same thing will happen next government when it comes. Political government, political person as a minister, he will try to appoint a committee and then find out some other university and then he will try to close down.
Right,
so
but
the
sir,
system
now
is
the
not...
Tamil Nadu government is actually moved to the idea of taking over these institutions. Do you really agree with that?
You see, these institutions have been formed by an act of the parliament, the so-called University Grants Commission Act. So you cannot contradict with the central act. So if at all the state government has to do, they have to bring an act in the state legislation and then call these deemed universities as universities, and then they can declare, provided the people who are concerned with the deemed universities, the so-called chancellors, pro-chancellors, etc., they should give their consent. It is not the suo-motu decision of the state government that they can take over these deemed universities.
AIDMK chief J. Jayalalitha is back in Chennai after her visit to New Delhi to attend the Diamond Jubilee celebration of the Election Commission. After landing at the airport, she told reporters that she only exchanged pleasantries with the Congress President Sonia Gandhi. The big question now is whether the Vanakkam will lead to an electoral handshake. The DMK is unfazed and says its ties with the Congress are strong and cannot be broken by one of pleasantries.
Mrs. Sonia Gandhi and I met at the Diamond Jubilee celebrations of the Election Commission of India. We both greeted each other and exchanged pleasantries.
You're watching the Late Night News. We'll be back in a moment.